It's better. Okay, good. Oh gosh, it's better. Oh my goodness, that's. You know what? I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn. I goodness. No, I want to get back into it. It's not letting me back in. All right, here. I'll refresh the page. There we go. Now we're back. Good heavens. All right. Well, good. Um, you're probably just joining us and wondering why I'm laughing. Okay. Callie, you are the first this time. Aranha technically came first. Now let me explain. So about 5 minutes ago, I went live, and the stream, though vertical, was stretched to be horizontal. I'll explain why in a minute, but yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Suffice it to say, it got very weird very fast. And all Aranha said, he went, "Oh boy." And that's all I needed to hear. So I stopped the stream. I fixed a setting. You're going to laugh when I tell you what setting it was. Oh, were you on there too? Great. Well, I embarrassed myself in front of two of my friends. Great. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. So in OBS, Open Broadcast Software, it's open source, and it's a great. Yeah, it looks better, huh? Oh my gosh. Help. So in OBS, you can set your settings. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last little while, I've been tinkering with my settings, trying to do little things here and there to make it more optimized so that it runs better, and that so 45 minutes in, there's not a 2-second delay, right? It's annoying. Still trying to figure that out. I'm talking with a friend. Now, when I say I'm talking with a friend, I was asking ChatGPT. That's what I say. When I'm asking something, I say, well, let me go text a friend. And that's code for I'm going to ask ChatGPT. And that's exactly what I did. And ChatGPT gave me a good series of ideas. What it boils down to is that a lot of these things that are happening on screen, these overlays and stuff, are just bogging down my computer and making it run slow. Therefore, the video slows down, but the audio is just streamlined, right? It can fly right through. And so there is quite a bit of delay. And so I'm trying to figure out how to make that work better. And one of the things was, maybe you should change your canvas size. And so I changed it to Real Fans Love Me Anyway. Oh, thank you. Yeah, fat face. That was pretty funny. Maybe we'll slap that on a t-shirt one day. Oh my goodness. But I set it to a lower setting, but instead of going horizontal vertical, I went vertical horizontal, right? The two numbers, like it's 1080 by 1920 instead of 1920 by 1080. Anyway, so it was outputting vertical and then stretching it horizontal. So we had this box of just the wide face. Oh my gosh. Just so funny. Yeah, even when OBS makes you look like you have a fat face. I have a girlish figure, I know, thank you. Trying to keep my image. All right, well, that's... today. I was going to go on a whole different other story today, but I wanted to tell you guys about that. So let's dive in. We'll play Connections while the iron's hot, right? I'll tell you my story later. It was the first day of school. For teachers, not for students. In the Connections puzzle today, I see bait, pin, cross... squad goals, hook, speck, needle, badge, strap, button, rag, chamois, okay, rib, uppercut, brooch, and jab. Okay, so I see hook, jab, uppercut. Oh, and a cross. Give him a good right cross. I thought it was pin, too, but that's a wrestling move, not a boxing move. These are punches. Yeah, boxing punches. I did also see bait. Oh, hook is on there. Oh, maybe hook and bait was like a red herring. Oh, speaking of hook. Oh, one of my coworkers today So his son is out of the country right now, and he was fishing with a friend, and he got this coworker of mine he got a text from his son saying, Dad, what do I do? And the picture is this kid. He's out of country. He barely knows the language in the country he's in, and he has a fish hook stuck like deep into his finger. Oh man, it was so gnarly looking. Oh, I can't imagine. It hurts so much. Yeah, but luckily that's nothing to do with this. How about button? Oh, wait a minute. I see another one. How about a badge, a pin, a button, and a brooch? I thought it was brooch. Am I wrong there? I thought it was brooch. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Pointy fastener. Have I been pronouncing it wrong this whole time? Brooch? Is it really brooch? I thought it was brooch. Okay, well. Oh, that changes everything. Okay, maybe I've been pronouncing the name wrong. All right, and as usual, there's an easy and a hard. Let's see, a chamois. Chamois. How do you pronounce that? How do you spell that? It's not chamois. Rag. Speck. I feel like these are like short for something. You know, like spec, special, rag, regular. Let me shuffle them. I want to see them in kind of a new light. Squad. Squad goals. Needle and thread. Rag. Ragtime. Spec. Strap. Strapped for cash. Bait. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. Ragamuffin, ragtag. Bait and switch. Needle and thread. Squad strike. Squad. Oh, man. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, chamois, right? It's a chamois. Am I saying it weird? Hey, Callie says, I'm going to fail. Yeah, I'm going to fail. I honestly, I'm stuck. I don't know. Special, speckled. Ribbon. Rag. I don't know. Do I want a hint? I am struggling here. All right, fine, a hint. Lay it on me. strap on, strap together. No help? I'm hanging on by a thread here, Callie. I have no idea. Needlework, needlepoint. Ragtag. Gym muscles. Oh, traps, quads, pecs. Oh, and hammy. That's... Okay. All right. You win. Muscle nicknames plus an S. Hammy, pec, quad, and trap. Traps are your neck muscles, aren't they? Rag, needle, rib, and bait? Why have I never heard those words? Why have I never heard those words? To bait, to needle, to rag, and to rib? Like to jab somebody in the ribs? I don't know. Boxing punches, a cross, a hook, a jab, and an uppercut. Accessory with a pointy fastener, a badge, a brooch. I always say brooch. Is it brooch? A button and a pin. Muscle nicknames plus an S. Chamois for hammy, for hamstring. Spec for pec, pectoral muscles. Squad for quads, your legs. And then strap for trap, your neck muscles, right? Football players always flex their traps. To rib, I think, is to make fun of someone. Yeah, you rib me all the time then, don't you, Callie? To tease. To bait, to rag on someone, and to rib. Okay, if you say so. All right. In the mini crossword today, let's do as many as we can figure out today. Stylish. How about hip? Something a beach umbrella provides. Maybe shade. Unlikely to keep you up at night. Sleep? I don't know. It's a 5-letter word, something. The eruption of Mount St. Helens released 520 million tons of it. I think that's ash. Come out of one's shell. Yeah, we got something wrong. Oh, hatch. That's great. No, we got it exactly right. To hatch, to come out of one's shell, to hatch. I thought it was like to be more extroverted or something. No, to hatch. I love it. Bright idea. Fab. Perfect. Starry or squirt, those are sodas. And color tones, hues. Nice. Okay, we did that one in pretty quick time, didn't we? Minute and 30. Oh my gosh. I could have done it faster had I not been laughing about coming out of one's shell to hatch. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Very clever. Very, very clever. Stylish, hip. Something a beach umbrella provides. Shade. Outer Banks, North Carolina. Unlikely to keep you up at night. Oh, decaf. Yeah, if it's not caffeinated, then it's probably not going to keep you up at night. The eruption of Mount St. Helens released 520 million tons of ash, apparently. Come out of one's shell to hatch. A bright idea. Fab. Perf. Starry or squirt. Those are sodas. Squirt's nice. It's grapefruit soda. I like that one. Starry, Starry's like Sprite, right? Some people are like diehards about it. Starry is Sprite to me. It's all the same. And then color tones, hues. Okay. That's so funny. All right. Well, good. What do we do for the Wordle? How about great? You're kidding me. Okay. We're off to a good start. GR blank a grape. No, it doesn't have an E. Like grand. No, because the A doesn't go there. All right. Well, hold on a minute. Let's come up with another non-intersecting word. We already have an R. I was going to say like spork. There we go. Here's a word. Spoil. S-P-O-I-L. Spoil. Holy smokes. Okay. Maybe we can get it on third today. G-R-O-A-N. Grown. There's one. Could it be another one? Growed. I don't think that's the word. Let's try it. Oh my gosh. Nice. We got it on the third today. Awesome. See, when it's not like, oh, I've been awake for 20 minutes. My mind is spry. I can think, right? Oh my goodness. That was so lucky. Like, seriously, I was sitting there staring at the keyboard like, what do I do? What do I do? And then I said, grate, right? Like grated carrots or grated cheese. And then we tried spoil, which gave us the O. So I'm like, okay, what could this be? And then I'm like, you know what? If I have spoil, I would get G-R-O. Not very likely to be like G-R-O something A, right? With an A on the end. Groka, Groma, Gropa, Groba. No. So I tried O-A. It's very common to put O-A together. And it was grown. I know, right? How lucky is that? Seriously. Are you coffee immune? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good. Coffee immunity. My wife is immune to Tums. She has been ever since she was a little kid. Like if she gets heartburn or whatever, she cannot take Tums. It doesn't help at all. People are, kind of desensitized to lots of different things. That stinks that you're... What about other forms of caffeine? Like, can you take in other types of caffeine and you're okay? Or is it really just coffee? All right. Paint me a picture. Now, if you have never played Strands before, think of it like a word search, except they don't give you the answers. We got to go find it. Okay. Even though I dumbed down the resolution, I'm like trying different things, it still has some delay. I'm frustrated. Tea doesn't keep you up either. I like a good tea. I like the herbal teas. Herbal teas are nice. They calm you down, All right. Paint me a picture. I see the word guitar. Paint? Picture? What do you mean? What do you mean? Paint me a picture. Jewelry? Guitar? Is this... Are we referring to a certain specific painting? What painting has jewelry and a guitar in it? Hey, Aranha. I'm glad you're here. There's a bunch of L's in the middle here. A book? Good heavens, what picture are we talking about? This has got to be some specific picture. Paint me a picture. Oh, I see it. I see it. Still life. Still life. If you're going to paint a still life or a photograph of a still life, you're going to have just kind of random things like jewelry, a little like ukulele or guitar or something, a book maybe. Oh, definitely flowers. Maybe just one single flower. Oh, a sunflower. Wow, okay, sunflower. Oh, I know. A pitcher. I'm spelling it wrong. Well, how do I spell... Am I dumb? How do I spell pitcher? There's not an R in pitcher. Fruit. Pitcher. How did I spell it before? How did I spell it before? I must have goofed it up somehow. I must have really goofed up the way I spelled it. I need to look at how it was spelled before. Paint me a picture. Pitcher. P-I-T-C-H. Oh, I put a U in it. No, that's what I did. P-I-T-C-H-U-R-E. It's just E-R. You guys, I'm dumb. Oh, my goodness. Still life. A guitar. A book. Sunflower. Fruit. Pitcher. Jewelry. I wonder if it's referencing a specific still life. Like a famous picture that was painted. I don't know what it means though. I don't know which one. Oh golly. All right. Well, and then we'll round it out with letterboxed. And I don't need to scroll because that banner on the top is missing today. Okay, try to solve in 4 words. We've got S, D, and U, A, M, and B, P, L, R, OTC. OTC, over the counter. Pretty standard puzzle, honestly. I mean, 4 words, right? These are pretty easy letters, so I think we'll be okay. There's no E. I was going to say like costume, but, you know, O-C-O doesn't work. I'm spelling it wrong. A starboard. Hey, that's a good word. That's a great word. Oh my gosh, we could solve it right here. We could watch this. Clumps. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And starboard. Oh my gosh, we did it. And like in record time too. In record time. That's insane. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That is so good. Oh my gosh. I have to take a screenshot of that. How do I do that? There we go. That's so great. Oh my gosh. Okay, here, let's... Wait, before I switch views, how did they solve it yesterday? Trapeze and equinox. Yeah, that's how you did it yesterday, huh? That's awesome. Oh my gosh. That's wicked cool. Oh my goodness. So I'm like mixing letter. First I saw costume, but there was no E anyway, so it didn't work. And then I was like, what is it? Like starboard. And I was like, wait, there's an A. I can still use the A. So I said the word starboard. I'm like, oh, that's a good word. And then I thought, all right, what's a word that starts with a D? Or what's a word that ends with an S, right? So I can start the word starboard. And what was left was C-L-U-P. I'm like, oh my gosh, no way. I can play the word clump, right? And put the S on it. Clumps and starboard. That's awesome. That's so good. You want a refund because my stream was too short today? That's funny. I'm doing too well. Well, we are going to recap, though. We're going to run through all of this again. I even told you I would do like kind of a recap of what happened today, too. So the first day of teacher meetings, right? Students were not there. I mean, the cross-country team was there practicing and stuff, but not like classes. There were no classes today. Classes start in a week. So next Wednesday, we're going to have class. Today, it was a lot of like funny getting to know you kind of stuff, right? We're getting to know the new teachers and know the new policies and things like that. And we need to be fiscally trained so nobody, spends money they don't have and whatever. And then, let's see, what else happened? It was very nice of them. They catered lunch this morning, or today, which was really awesome. And the PTA even brought breakfast. So we got breakfast and lunch today. It was awesome. There's a really famous kind of sloppy Mexican place that does incredible breakfast burritos. So they bought like 70 breakfast burritos, like way too many breakfast burritos. And they're so big, you cut them in half. So, like, of course, there's even more food than you need. But this place that is kind of famous for, like, cheap, quick, not any offense to them, but kind of lower quality, get in, get out kind of food, but really, really good. And everyone loves it, And so it's kind of a tradition to get breakfast burritos there. For the last, like, literally 5 years or so, they've gotten these delicious, giant breakfast burritos. Hang Five. Is that the one? Okay, I was watching, I forget. Is that the one where you, like, drop letters and they, like, fall on top of each other and you have to make other words with them? I think that's the one I saw you play on your channel. Looked challenging, but it looked cool. Looked very fun. Oh, man. Yeah, so, I mean, a lot of kind of boring meeting stuff. So much so that, like, my, legs and butt started falling asleep. So I had to stand up to listen to part of it. After lunch, it was really nice of them. They let us just work on our classrooms. I have not been inside my classroom since the end of school year. Like, I haven't needed to, right? So, they go in and wax the floors and clean up and whatever. So my room has been basically vacant for a long time. Yeah, so I got in there and kind of swept the cobwebs up. No, I'm just kidding. It was really clean in there. But I set up my photo studio again. I set up my computer desk. I set up, what else? The cameras on the rack. I set up my charging station, the camera battery charging station. My recording studio for my video production classes. I have a little recording studio. That one's mostly set up. I still have some things to do. A ton of stuff I still need to set up, like on our learning platform. We use Canvas. I know probably a lot of people use Canvas. Aranha, you're awesome. Almost dinner time on the East Coast. Yeah, it's almost quitting time for me too. Yeah, good stuff. Good. All right, well, let's go through it. The blue category today was boxing punches, the cross, the hook, the jab, and the uppercut. Good ones. Yellow category, accessory with a pointy fastener, a badge, a brooch, a button, and a pin. Have I really been pronouncing that wrong my entire life? Brooch and brooch are two different words, often confused because they are pronounced the same. Brooch. Pronounced the same. So brooch. Okay. Brooch is also... So, brooch, is a piece of jewelry, while broach, B-R-O-A, is a verb meaning to introduce a topic or to open something up, like a cask of wine. Interesting. I learned something new. Apparently the thing that you like attach to a blouse or something, that's a brooch, but it's O-O. Huh. All right. And then the purple category came next because I apparently need to know about my teasings. I was an only child, guys, so growing up, I didn't have I have a half-brother. But, he lived in a different household and all that, so we didn't tease each other. We were very cordial to each other, very nice to each other. Muscle names plus an S. Chamois, hammy, right? Hamstring. Spec for peck. Squad for quads. Strap for traps. And then, tease. I don't know. I didn't get teased by family. I got teased plenty by, other people. That's the product of the public school system, right? To tease, right? To bait, to needle, to rag, and to rib. Nice. Okay. So some of these made me laugh out loud. These are great. Hip, right? Stylish. Something a beach umbrella provides. Shade. Outer Banks, North Carolina. OBX. Unlikely to keep you up at night, in a way. Decaf. The eruption of Mount St. Helens released 520 million tons of ash. Your biggest teaser is me. You are my biggest teaser. I agree. Come out of one's shell. I thought this was like, being more extroverted or something. No, to hatch. To hatch out of your shell. Bright idea. Fab. Perf. Perfect. Starry or squirt. Those are sodas. Hues. Colored tones. Cool. And man, did we get lucky today. We really could have done this on a second guess today. I tried great. How lucky was that? G and R. And then the A somewhere. And then spoil, right? A non-intersecting word gave us the O. And then, what else goes there, right? GRO. OA is a common vowel, contingency there. So grown. Nice. All right, in the strands today, paint me a picture. So these are things you might include in a still life if you're painting a still life. Jewelry, a picture, fruit, guitar, book, and a sunflower. Beautiful, beautiful sunflower. Nice. All right. And how lucky is that? Today on the letterbox, we solved it in 2 words. I started with the word starboard. I was like, I know that word, starboard. That fits. Cool. And then the rest of them I could fit with just the letters remaining. Clumps and starboard. And in good fashion, I took a screenshot of that. I always do, don't I? All right. Well, good. All right. Well, Callie, here, I'll refund your money. She says, today's stream was too slow or, too fast. We were over and done too quickly. So, you paid $0 for it, so I'm gifting you $0. You know what? I will even double it. Double and give it to the next person. Oh, Big Funny GT. How you doing? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time, too. We're actually just wrapping up our stream. I was taking a look at all the recaps that we did. I'm actually going to spend that time, we've been up for, 35 minutes? 36 minutes if you count that weird thing that happened at the beginning and it was a different stream. I don't want to talk about it. But I'm actually going to spend the rest of this, hour or so that I usually am spending here trying to fix my OBS stream. ChatGPT gave me one more idea that I'm going to try. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to throw the whole thing away and we'll do something else. Because I do have kind of a contingency plan. Because, I mean, the delay is just, it's unfavorable. It's hurting my view durations. It's hurting my views. It's not good. And I've been doing it for a long time, probably too long. I should have kind of like reassessed way before this, figured out what was wrong and fix it. So I am going to fix it. I'm going to make it better. So hopefully you guys have a very enjoyable experience. Thanks to the diehards that are always here, right? Aranha and Callie and gosh, Gianmarco is always here and Lightbow is always here. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you can hear and see like the audio and the video don't quite match up with each other, right? And that is as a result of it being kind of taxing to have like a vertical format like this on the screen. I'm still trying to figure it out. We'll make it work. But for now it is a little clunky. So, all right. Oh, well, thank you. Big Funny likes the streams anyway. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to hear that I'm doing the right thing, even if it doesn't look the best. It will look even better. And then more people will want to watch it, and then suddenly I'll be a monetized YouTube channel. That'd be cool. All right. Well, you guys are great. Thanks for a fun chat. Big Funny, thanks for the encouragement. I love that. Yeah, thanks for coming in this kind of later afternoon. Like I said, except for the weekends, we can do it in the morning. During the weekdays, now that school is starting up, we got teacher meetings, and then actual school is going to start up next Wednesday. We're going to have to do this just right after school, right? The bell rings, I head home, and then we do our live streams. So awesome. Oh, thank you. Give me the like. Yeah, so if you do like it, give the video a like, double tap on it, and yeah. Oh, man. Well, good. All right. Enjoy your, Wednesday? Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Have some fun. Go hug your family members, and I will catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.